Hello and welcome everybody, this is your Slivak. You need some time for a brand new Let's Play. What are we Let's Playing this time? Well, if it isn't painfully obvious, we're Let's Playing Bioshock. One of the most acclaimed video games of all time. And personally one of my favorite games. I say a lot about the games that Let's Play, don't I? Yeah. This is one of those games that I'm not trying to explain it. It gets a lot of praise, and I think, I guess the best way to explain would be to actually play the game. So go ahead and hit new game. I'm gonna go ahead and hit easy because, while I have beaten this game on medium, it's just better. For Let's Play, it's just better to do easy because that way I'm not dying 100 bajillion times, and I will die even on easy probably 100 bajillion times because I'm not a big first-person shooter guy, so death is inevitable. But death is also not a big deal in this game, as well we'll eventually find out. Yeah, this game takes place in 1960, the Mid-Atlantic. I'm gonna shove down the intro cutscene stuff.
They told me, son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
Ooh. Ominous or foreshadowing opening. Also, I might add that the only time we ever hear the main character talk, which, by the way, the main character's name is Jack. You never hear that in the game. So, yeah, you only know that because that's what the developers told us. I don't get what the whole deal with silent protagonist stuff is. I mean, I understand with Zelda the idea that you are the character, but the problem is you're not the character. I mean, just in games like Fallout and Skyrim, so you get to make characters. You are that character. At least you're designing the character. So yeah, we're in the middle of a fire, and I'm sitting here talking casually about silent protagonists. That's the basic control. You use the WASD key to move, just like any other first-person game or any other modern computer game. Use the mouse to look around. Pretty self-explanatory. Left click is going to shoot, though we don't have any. Whoa! There's an explosion. That's our explosion for this. Wow. We don't have a weapon yet to show that off. A right click will allow us to zoom in. Not every weapon can do that. Only certain weapons can zoom in. Trying to think if there's anything else that needs to be talked about right now. Left control will allow us to crouch. Tapping it again will allow us to get up. Shift will switch between walk and run. So that run defaults right now. We're at walk right now. I think, yeah, we're at walk. It's a subtle difference right now. Oh, are we? Yeah, okay, so this is walk. No? Oh, no, that was control. Oh, that's weird. Anyway, so we're on this lighthouse. This is sort of a theme for the Bioshock universe. With the exception of the second game, the lighthouse has always been present in Bioshock and Bioshock Infinite. Oh, we got locked in. What the? Ah! Yeah, why is Mike Eisner looking at me? I know who that's supposed to be, but seriously, when I first saw it, I thought that was Michael Eisner for a second. Which, yeah, that evil look that about fits him. So into this lighthouse, we're introduced to a sign that says, "No gods or kings, only man." We got a little display plate here. In what country is there a place for people like me, Andrew Ryan? So we can only assume that this picture here, or this statue here, is of Andrew Ryan. And maybe he's the man behind this lighthouse. You see right there, this is the first time I'm seeing this, it said the Great Chain. Well, that's kind of a weird place to put that. Go down here, we get some lovely decoration. What looks like a gate or something. A gate, it's like something that would be on like uses a gate on the wall. Fishes, water, and a sun in the middle. Got some circular pictures here. Let's see what they say. We've got art. We've got industry. And we've got science! Can't help myself to say that, not say science like that now. We've got really nowhere else to go but this little bathysphere here. By the way, that's what it's called. It's not a sub, it's a bathysphere. I don't know what the difference is. I think just a bathysphere, this is a small circular device, or a submarine is kind of a little more complex. Got, I never noticed that before, an arm holding a chain. Okay, so whenever we see a golden ored object, that's a key object that we need to collect or activate to progress. We activate things with E. And now we're going to start our adventure going into the water. This is sort of going to be a cutscene for us. It's kind of like how most of our cutscenes are going to be from here on out. Actually, I shouldn't say cutscenes, I should say storytelling engines. Well, no, there's... Maybe adjust the camera a little bit, just kind of...
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose.
Get ready to have your mind blown.
A city where the artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, Rapture can become your city as well.
When I first saw this, it looked gorgeous, and it still does today. And I know what we're looking at is nothing special, it's just essentially a skybox or just a picture. But I've never seen an underwater city that looks like this. Like, when you ever see an underwater city, you imagine a glass dome over a city. Like, that's how it's always been. And I think this is the first time we've ever seen an actual city minus the dome, where the actual buildings themselves are essentially the underwater dome. It's genius. It's a genius idea, and it makes sense. It makes a lot more sense than the water dome. Yes. Welcome to Rapture. This is going to be the major setting of this game. A city free of what they'll call the parasite, or the average person, the government, religion, free of oppression and censorship. A place that you would think would be paradise, but you could easily see, because you've seen this a million times, it ends up, well, you'll see here in a sec. And that is not pretty. Ugh. I hope you have your will set in place, because this is not going to be pretty.
Is it someone new?
Hold on. Let me turn on no, that's not, gameplay? Dialogue subtitles. I'm not going to worry about art. Art subtitles, whenever you go over like a picture, someone will give you the name of the picture. I honestly don't think that that's going to be worth it. That takes away from the immersion. So is the dialogue, but I'm putting dialogue in there for your all's benefit over mine. Then you'll be able to read people when I'm talking. So yeah. Oh, what's happening? Okay. As long as we clear up, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Ah! Ah! That's the hardest thing. She's breaking in. Ah! I don't want to be in the bubble anymore. Get me out of my bubble. It's not a safe bubble. Ah!
Would you kindly pick up that shortwave radio?
Okay. I'll trust the random voice coming from the shortwave radio.
I don't know how you survived that plane crash, but I've never been one to question Providence. I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. Now keep on moving. We're gonna have to get you to higher ground.
Oh, at least we have one nice person who
Take a
wasn't
deep breath and step out of the bathysphere. I won't leave you twisting in the wind.
killed right away.
We're gonna need to draw out of hiding, but you're gonna have to trust me.
So yes, this is Rapture. We're actually a small part of Rapture. Right there we got the banner that says the Great Chain is guided by our hand. Maybe we'll figure out what the Great Chain is. And right here we get introduced to the Vita Chambers. What is this exactly? Well, if we press M when we're close enough to it and you see that little thing pop up, this will tell us exactly what Vita Chambers are. I'm not going to read through all that because I can kind of go ahead and tell you this right now. Whenever we die in the game, we will be respawned inside of a Vita Chamber. Primarily the closest Vita Chamber we can get to. This is why death has no meaning in this game and why the horror aspect of this game is kind of utterly destroyed. Because when you have no fear of dying, that doesn't seem too bad. You know, yeah, okay. Whoa! That's, okay, so it seems all their flights are, I guess, Journey's topside is canceled. Real quick, space jump.
How do you like that, mister?
Hold up, I think I gotta redo my controls. Do I? Yeah, this is not how my controls were. What the heck? Okay, so right here you can see where the controls are normally. Right mouse that, because I do not like you toggling zoom. That's looking down the sights of your guns. So set that to whatever you want it to be. It's typically on the standard right mouse button for most games, and that's what I have it set to. I don't know why they have it set to Z in this game. It's weird. Also, any buttons. Gonna set that to Q. Any buttons that you have previously set when you said something else, like I'll go and show you here. If you said that's Q, it automatically erases that button. Switch to and fire weapon. I'm not sure if that was a button on the controller. I played this game 3 times. The first time on the computer just a few days ago when I actually bought it. see. And I'm gonna set that to F5. That's what quick save normally is. Set that to G. And is there anything else? So yeah, if you want to set the the mouse controls here, you can. I think. Let me check something here real quick. Just hold on 1 second. I gotta. Wow, this is that is weird. My controller disconnected from its port for some reason. So let me turn left. Nope, it's not letting me. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it doesn't work for my controller. It might work for. I actually think Xbox controllers by default. Anyway, sorry about that. I explained I wasn't able to do anything right. So you go ahead and pick up this wrench. Just because the guy said so, and I have a feeling I'm going to need it anyway. This is our first weapon in the game, the wrench. We left to use our weapons, control to crouch. Whoa! So yeah, we're in some dangers here. So we just kind of want to go good old-fashioned Brooklyn Rage on these guys. What would be Italian? Because I'm trying to figure out a way to tie this into Mario. I think it's from Brooklyn. Here we got the search feature here. Some items we can find on the ground, like potato chips we eat. The potato chips will gain some health from the chips. There's some items that we can actually lose health and gain E, which is what the blue meter is, basically magic, or vice versa. For example, we can find cigarettes, they give us E, but they drain our health. We got potato chips, that far. And you automatically eat them even if you have full health. They don't go into the inventory system or anything like that. Which is kind of sad, but at the same time, I kind of understand why they do that. It's kind of a streamlined process. Many people were saying this is the spiritual successor to System Shock. You're not wrong, but at the same time, you're kind of not right, because it does fit a lot of the stuff that System Shock has, but then again, so does Metroid Prime, and if you don't know what I'm talking about here, we'll find out probably in a couple minutes. And actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode off real quick here. So, hold up.
Are you as good as my daddy, mister? Not if you don't visit the Gatherer's Garden, you aren't. Smart daddies get spliced at the garden.
Okay. I hear the term splice, and it could be the fact that I watched way too much Batman Beyond, but it just doesn't tie well for me. Splicing never turned out well. So anyway, we're going to be, real quick before we end the video off here, we're going to be introduced to plasmids here. This is the main feature of the game that kind of got everyone's attention. So here we got some examples of some tonics and plasmids. Not all of these are plasmids. Plasmids are your abilities, tonics are your abilities, plasmids are your attacks. Yeah, that's the best I can put, but not everything. Oh yeah, they are all attacks. Plasmids are what you're going to be using on the field. Tonics are what your offensive passive abilities are. that makes any more sense. But yeah, so
My daddy's smarter than Einstein, stronger than Hercules, and lights a fire with a
Sure he
snap on
is.
his finger. Are you as
And
good
I'm
as
not
my
Greek for some
daddy,
reason.
mister? Not if you don't visit
So,
the
yeah.
gatherer's garden, you aren't. Smart daddies get spliced at the garden.
yeah, real quick before we end this video off, let's go ahead and grab this random unknown red substance with this syringe and inject it directly into our wrists. Because for some reason we just feel like we have to. Oh! Oh, that tingles!
Steady now. Your genetic code is being rewritten.
I should not have injected that weird substance into my body. This is a bad trip! You took. Oh, the progressive decision!
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped. Wonder if he's still got some Adam on him. Hear that? Let's buck. Weak! You're a weak chopper. This little fish ain't worth towing it with no big daddy. Yellow! Always have been. You'll be no better off with a metal daddy, little fish. See you floating upright.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel. I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute, he's still breathing. It's all right. I know he'll be an angel soon.
You alright, boyo? First time plasma's a real kick from a mule. But there's nothing like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
I just had this weird dream, and all he can think of is a fistful of light. Wait a minute. I've got lightning in my hands. It all makes sense now! Okay, so yes, obviously what happened to us right there is we just got introduced to the basically the enemies of the game, the splicers, the two guys you saw earlier, the Big Daddy, which is the big scary thing with the drill for a hand, and the little sisters, which aren't really bad guys, though they are kind of, I guess, kind of plot MacGuffins. Well, not really plot MacGuffins. So we got Electro Bolt with our first plasmid, and we start to see the results of that plane crash come crashing into us. No pun intended. So yeah. Well, and yet the scary thing is, I feel like I'm feeling that plane crash is having a very small impact on the destruction of this city. Like it's gone to hell long before we got here. So yes. Before I go any further, because I think if we go too much further, we'll be going into some more story. Real quick. Well, never mind. There you go. Okay, so shock him, took our weapon, there we go. Okay, so that's the 1-2 punch. That's gonna become useless very soon. Right here, you can switch, we can press Q to switch between weapons and plasmids. This is the only game in the series that does not allow you dual wield plasmid weapons. It kind of sucks that it does that. It kind of shows you dated gameplay, but at the same time, it makes sense. Alternatively, you can press whatever keys you bind your plasmids and whatever keys you bind your weapons with, to switch between those. I prefer this Q to switch between them and this mouse wheel to select them. You can use my mouse wheel to cycle between your plasmids when you have plasmids out, or weapons when you have weapons out. So,
you want some of this?
and I'm just gonna, there we go. Right there, it's always collected the Eve hyper. We've been collecting these quite a bit, actually. Whenever we use our plasmids, we drain a little bit of our Eve, which is our mana. Get it? Adam, Eve. Oh, it makes sense now. There's a lot of references in here, and just like with Binding of Isaac, it's just that references. It doesn't actually have any real meaning outside of that. Like we see a lot of Greek gods being used as the names of places. What the? There's a crash here. That's weird. I think we could have waited in there for so long that already played through. What's supposed to happen is that it's supposed to fall down when you come in, and the guy that was just killed is supposed to walk out on fire. Yeah. And then they expect it to go to this elevator here after that one just fell. But yeah, I'm going to shut up for a little bit because we're going to get more story bits.
Listen, I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. But the splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe... I know you must feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now. But you're the only hope I'll ever see my wife and child again. Go to Neptune's bounty. Find my family, please.
Oh. We're gonna have to do the right thing, aren't we? We're gonna have to find this family. Okay, so like I was saying before, let me get...
Mommy's gone.
What?
This is happening before and none. Why aren't you here? Why is it today and not then when you were warm and sweet? Why can't Mommy hold you to her breast and feel your teeth?
There's gonna be a dead baby in that carriage, isn't there?
No.
I'm gonna put her out of her misery, and something tells us she'd attack us anyway, considering she's holding a pipe in her hand, so... And I'm not talking about the medicinal pipe. if you catch my meaning, though.
They destroy our bodies, our minds.
Oh, thank God, it's not a dead baby, it's just a gun.
Best friends butchering one another. Babies strangled in cribs. The whole city went to hell.
Jeez. Okay, so... Which one is this up here? Fine liquors and tobaccos. Okay, so... let's see, a loving memory of Winston... Winston? No, that was Winston. I think it's... Not sure who that is. I'm not. That might be like a developer or something. They just put them in the game, or maybe that might be someone they actually was close to one of the developers, and yeah. You're going to the Kashmir restaurant. By the way, I apologize. This is gonna be a longer episode than I normally do. I normally try to do somewhere between 15 to 30 minutes, but there's a lot of. This game is kind of a slow start with starting, and I want to get all the sort of stuff down packed. Yeah, this does not look pleasant. And I'm hearing. I'm gonna go ahead. Ouch. So right there, you can drop from high enough and take damage. I don't think you can flat out die. I'm gonna be very careful here. Early on, obviously, you wanna hold on to your ammo. So we're gonna stop him and back him.
Charlie! Charlie, where you going? No, Charlie! What are you doing?
That's a voice that only a mother could love. There we go. And that went off. So whenever you run out of Eve, you have to recharge Eve, and that happens automatically whenever you use your last spell. So plasma. So we go ahead and do that, and we heal up. Alternatively, you can go ahead and press R whenever you have a plasma up, and you can recharge your Eve that way. I'll go ahead and show you right now. Just use a bit. You press R, right there. Also, you may be wondering why I'm not conserving my Eve as much as I should. My Eve hypos. Which, by the way, Eve hypos and health kits are in the corner right there. Right beside the blue bar, you see how many Eve hypos we have, and right beside the red bar, you see how many health we have. You can only have a total of 9 each. Right there, you saw an example of the cigarettes giving us Eve but taking away our health. Alternatively, we have alcohol, which does the opposite, gives us health, takes away Eve. And here we have audio diaries or audio logs. Whenever we pick these up, we can press T to listen to them.
Another New Year's, another night alone. I'm out and you're stuck in Festus, working. Imagine my surprise. Oh, I guess I'll have another drink. Here's a toast to Diane McClintock, silliest girl in Rapture. Silly enough to fall in love with Andrew Ryan. Silly enough. What happened? I'm bleeding. Oh God. What's happening?
Huh. I don't know if you heard this, but I heard Long Live Atlas in there. There we go. So we hit someone with the electric bolt in the water, they take extra damage, and in this case, it actually automatically kills them. I believe you can take damage from your own bolts in the water. In fact, let's go ahead and try it, shall we? Yep. I'll go ahead and show off health recovery and more Eve recovery. There is a difference between Adam and Eve. Adam is the stuff you use to modify yourself, where Eve is the stuff you use to recover your abilities. So there is a difference. It's kind of... I get why they use the names, but at the same time, it's kind of confusing because you do have... You're used to saying magic or mana. But this is not technically magic, it's science, which is a completely different thing, even though you could technically do both. So yeah. One thing about this game that I'm going to really have to practice not doing is... Oh, so quick here we got the ghost segments of the game, where we kind of hallucinate and see the ghosts of people who have died, and kind of get some more history in this world. Before I pick up this box, this diary, what I said, one thing I'm gonna have to get used to not doing in this game is exploring every nook and cranny and trying to get everything. One, because that'll take a lot of time out of my hands and make the videos last even longer.
Hey Brenda, you care to tell me why you had a hole in the wall the size of Plymouth Rock coming out of your crapper going on 3 weeks now? Nah, I ain't saying I'm Shakespeare. I'm trying to run a respectable theater. I got working folk coming in from Port Neptune trying to catch a little diversion. And all they can think about is the stink coming out of your shitter. Get it fixed.
I don't know why I like that. Just, see right there you see an example, we can't pick up any more first aid kits. This is why health kits and Eve are pretty abundant in the world of Rapture. So yeah, you can only hold 9 of each, so you can kind of liberally use them. I don't know about hard mode, but even on medium, it's like they're pretty easy to come
Careful
by.
now. Would you kindly lower that weapon for a minute?
Okay, well, I'm
That's a
yeah.
child down there. Don't be fooled. She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. Whatever you thought about right and wrong on the surface, well, that don't count for much down in Rapture. Those little sisters, they carry Adam, the genetic material that keeps the wheels of Rapture turning. Everybody wants it, everybody needs it.
I don't know if you could hear her singing, but that's creepy. Little sister's creep. I'm not gonna lie to you, creep me out a little bit. And this is one of the reasons why, right up there, that big F-off creature, the Big Daddy. You do not want to mess with this guy. Oh, he turned into this guy. Oh.
That's the Big Daddy. She got it on him. He keeps her safe.
So yeah, this guy got just punishment. Ugh. Yeah, got a face only your mother could love. But right there, it's starting to compress escape to save our game. Gotta go and do that. Go ahead and save over that. So it's kind of show off the saving feature. Alternatively, you can always press F5 or default by F8 to save. Which is, and alternatively, actually I can't do that. I almost pressed F9 to load, but that would turn off my recording. I'm gonna do that one day, and I know I'm gonna spoil everyone's story, but by the time I actually do this, no one's gonna remember it. I'm gonna stop her and beat her up. Yeah. Hardcore feminists all around are gonna be pissed at me for beating up women, but equal opportunity bad guys here. Just saying. Everyone in this game is trying to kill me. It's just self-defense. And considering the fact that she took more hits to kill than that guy, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a win for women in this case. I'm trying to figure out how many people I can piss off here. How many activist groups I can piss off. If I can find a way to piss off PETA, I do it just for the hell of it. Because they deserve to get pissed off. Then again, what doesn't piss them off? I'm certain the. Gonna go and use some cheese here. Actually, I know one way that we can piss them off through this game. I know exactly one way, because I'm gonna go and spoil this. This isn't really a huge spoiler, but the whole deal with like the atom, where it all comes from, it comes from sea slugs. So imagine what they had to do to the sea slugs to get the atom. So yeah, there we go, Peter. I have officially pissed off 2 activist groups. And then after feminism, the feminist activist group. Oh, is that? Maybe it counts as more, because technically I guess you could have like multiple groups, but yeah. You know, this joke has kind of gone way too far at this point, so let's just go ahead and go enough to bounce. Whoa!
Security alert in
What? Let me get that real quick. Nothing in there. Okay, whoa! Back away from the flamethrower. And right here, go ahead and shock the water. They died! Someone's hitting us from behind! Brooklyn Rain! Brooklyn Panic! I don't even know where I'm originally from! Actually, I think I'm from some small farm in Kansas. Like, the thing that really is where I'm from in this game, where we are from in this game. I just realized, a small bottom of Kansas, that makes me super mad. Shot the floor, shot the ground.
They shut off access to Neptune. There's another way to get there. Head to medical. What are you waiting for? Go!
Okay, it's right there. We can head to the medical pavilion. I think we'll go ahead and head towards there. We can't go towards that. There's a flamethrower. One thing real quick I meant to mention about searching. You search and you take everything all at once. Like there we got Old Tom Whiskey, so we automatically drink all that. So that's losing some Adam and not getting anything Adam. Eve. Excuse me. So we actually lose stuff. And right there you notice that we drink more than we drink 2 alcohol too quickly between each other, we get a little fuzzy, and actually I think the effect gets worse. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and shut up here because there's about to be another story segment here.
Oh Christ! You're trapped! Gonna try to override the exit from here.
Please override quickly. I don't like the dark in this game. Ah! Oh. Let's just start from TV. Ah!
Which one of the bitches said to you? The KGB wolf or the CIA jackal? Here's the news. Rapture isn't some sunken ship for you to plunder. And Andrew Ryan isn't a giddy socialite who could be slapped around by government muscle. And with that, farewell, or Lavanya, whichever.
Yeah, for Danya. That sounds better. Ah! Ah! Let's get this door open quickly. Okay, so aside from real quick, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here now. I'll go and get some medical pavilion before we do that. And I gotta ask, why was Yahtzee from Zero Punctuation talking to us there? That was usually my first thought when I saw the picture of Andrew Ryan. He looks just how I imagine Yahtzee from Zero Punctuation. Actually, I think I've seen some real life pictures of him. He looks, but he can pull off Andrew Ryan pretty easily right there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here for now. So in the next episode, we will be crap. There we go. Welcome to Rapture. We'll say all of that. We'll be going to the medical pavilion and stop and try and make our way to Neptune's bounty to save Atlas's family. Until then, I'll see you guys later.